Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody who is here again today. I can see a few people in the room. I can see Olawole Martins. I can see Abosede Ojo, Mrs. I can see Ayo. I can see Buki Barnes, Mrs. Bumemo Jokun. I can see Faith in the house, Mrs. Dupe Dipe, Adeniran Bamishaye, Oladeji Kikelomo, Mosolani Dada in the building, Mrs. Pelumi in the building with Anubia, Samari Bibe, and I can see another I can see Pelumi in the building. This is Ebele Alaka. Thanks for joining us as well. So we're going to kick off, and I can see MI in the meeting in the building as well. We're going to kick off with this meeting very quickly. We don't have much talk points. We have 2 key slides or 2 key directions we want to look at. And I'd like to get a lot of our thoughts. We are trade partners, so our thoughts are very, very, very crucial. And I'd like to get as much of our thoughts as possible today. So I'm going to share my slides very quickly, and then we'll look at a few key things together. What I want us to be thinking about as we're doing this is how can my business do better? Yeah, how can I do better? We want to look at how we can do better. We want to look at what our trends have been, who are the people that are doing well, and how can we all do better. So I'll share my slides very quickly, and we'll take it on from there. I would be liking us to have a conversation. So it's on the back of that conversation that many of the things we'll discuss in this meeting will be. So I'd like to welcome everybody. Please be ready to speak in this meeting. This is not a meeting where I am doing training. This is a meeting where we are all meeting together and trying to look at solutions for how our business can be big. Because the way it works, your success is the company's success. So if your business is doing well, it means ours is doing well as a company as well. If yours isn't doing well, it means as a company, we are not doing well as well. And we are called trade partners because that's what you are, partners. So we have equal rights and equal stake over what is going on, and our contribution will matter there as well. Now, some people have done better, some people are doing well, some people are not doing so well enough. September seems a down round for the company generally. September was lower than previous months. September was a down round, and we need to recover from that down round. We believe that this October, November, December is what we'll use to build up from there. But first of all, let's look at where we are, and then let's do those comments based on where we are. So if you look at the table in front of me, if you can see the table in front of me, just type yes in that chat box, because this table is where our discussion points is going to be. It's where we're going to celebrate the people that want to celebrate. It's also where we're going to give ourselves the necessary feedback to know this is what we're doing, this is what can be better, this is what we should pay attention to, etc. Okay. Okay, I can see yes, we can read it. Excellent. So very quickly today, if you look at what's going on here, I've added September, and the reason why I've added September to June, July, August is not because September doesn't make it 4 months. I want October, November, December to stand alone as a quarter. So we did a quarter before this. This we have 4 months because we didn't start early enough, started in March. So we probably did March, April, and May. And now we have June, July, August, and September, so that we can have October, November, December together. Now the table in front of you shows you a picture of how we are all doing or how we have done. We want to raise the stakes. The goal that we had for trade partners was 3.5 million minimum per month. We need to ramp up to those numbers, and we want to ramp up to those numbers this month. But the first thing we're going to do is look at the numbers we have today and maybe make a few comments on them and answer the question, what can we do to get our business going better? What can we do? What can we do to ensure that our teams, our meeting, our results are much better? What can we do to ensure that we're getting well? So what I want to do very quickly today, first of all, is let's recognize those who have done best amongst what we have, and then now let's scrutinize our results and say, what can I do? What will help me achieve better? What will help me do more? What will help me make the most of this? And I want us to contribute to our real challenges, our real things that will help us, because like I said to you earlier, your success is the company's success. If we help you, then the company is helping itself as well. I am sure that some of these numbers, particularly for September, may not be accurate. That's not a problem. It's just a quick figure put together to ensure that we can have this meeting. And if you have any discrepancy, we can look at those discrepancies together. But I want us to look at this. First of all, let's recognize those who have done who have not done badly. And I'm going to just basically limit that to the top 5. Remember, the goal is that per month we are doing more than 3.5. And this month of October, we would like to see those numbers. And what will help you achieve them is the conversation of this meeting. But first of all, let us celebrate those who have done well. So I'm going to start with the 5th position. The person who is in 5th position in this last 4 months, all lumped together. The person who is in 5th position in the 4 months all lumped together is, please help me celebrate this person, is Mega D. Mega D with 4.18 million over the course of the last 4 months comes in the 5th position. Okay, please help me celebrate her. She comes in 5th position with 4.18 million over the last 4 months. This is an average of about 1 million naira on a monthly basis. Okay, and then the person, please, I'd like us to see, let's participate. Yeah, congratulations, Mega D, well done. Yeah, well done. And the person who comes 4th in the last 4 months, all put together, the 4th position goes to TP of Mowe, Mrs. Olubusola, Mrs. Olubusola Felicia. Please help me put your hands together for her as well. Well done to Felicia Olubusola. I think Adesanya, I think that's good as well. She did 4.7 million, which is roughly about 1.2 million naira per month. Roughly 1.2 million naira per month is what is happening with Mowe. Okay, she's managed to do sometimes 944, 1.5, 1.3, 893, an average of 1.2. Well done, Olubusola. That's good from Mowe. Now remember, we're celebrating those who have done what they have done, and then we're looking forward to how we can ensure that everybody does better as well. The third position over the course of the last 4 months goes to TP for Command, Morisola, aka Kike Lobwell, not aka Morisola, aka Pretty Leo, that's Kike Lomo. Please help us celebrate Kike Lomo, Morisola. Help us celebrate her. She also did an average of about 1.2 plus on a monthly basis. 1.2 plus on a monthly basis keeps Kike Lomo in the 3rd position. Okay, 3rd position, Kike Lomo. Okay, and some of these things are indicative of what's happening in various teams and who is buying from different spaces and all those kind of things. So Pretty Leo, well done. And then we have in 2nd position over the last 4 months, in 2nd position, we have TP of Ogudu. TP of Ogudu is Ade Niron Bamishaye. Please help celebrate Ade Niron Bamishaye with 6.2 million, which is roughly an average of about 1.5 million plus on a monthly basis. Okay, so it manages to do over 1.5 million on a monthly basis. Let's give it to TP of Ogudu, Ade Niron Bamishaye. Please celebrate him. Let's congratulate him and say well done to him as well. That's been quite an effort. Well done. Well done for the efforts. Well done for what is going on. Well done for what you're doing. Okay, and we have the last, for the 5th, sorry, the first, and of course, first amongst the trade partners for the last 4 months. Please help put it together for TP of Oshogbo, who is Abosede Ojo. Please help us celebrate Abosede Ojo. Abosede Ojo has 6.4 million, which is an average of about 1.6 million on a monthly basis over the course of the last 4 months. Royal 72, which is Abosede Ojo. Well done, well done, well done. Now, these are the turnover numbers over the course of the last 4 months. This is where the key activities were driven. please celebrate all of those people with us. Let's celebrate them together. Very, very important. Okay, awesome. Celebration, good. So we have Osogbo in first position. Mr. Bosede, we have Lagos second position with Ade Adeniran. We have Mowe, we have Command in Lagos as well in third position. We have Mowe in fourth position, and we have Aja in fifth position. Now, so celebrate, well done to all of these people. Now, we're also going to look particularly at the month of September. So the month of September, we have a new leader for September, somebody who hadn't been leading before, but in the month of September took the lead. And I'm sure all of these people, top 5, are people we will learn from. Top 5 for the last 4 months, we'll learn from them. And then top 5 for this month of September, I think we can learn from them as well. And the first position in this month of September went to Mrs. Bumai, TP Ogba. So TP Ogba led in the month of September with 1.6 million. Let's give it up for TP Ogba. Okay, that's good. At least we're seeing somebody coming out of the blues and leading the pack in the month of September. A general down month for everyone. She stepped up the plate and did bigger numbers. In second position in this month of September as well, we also have from Out of the Blues, stepping up to the pedal as well, Dr. Funmi Aina. So Dr. Funmi Aina with 1.229 million as second position for the month of September. Help us celebrate Dr. Funmi Aina. And then, of course, we have in third position, in a quick third position, we have Ade Adeniran again with 1.149 million. Ade, the Kingspan, is third position for the month of September. And then, of course, fourth position for the month of September, we have TP Command, Kike Lomo, as fourth for the month of September. And of course, we have as the fifth for the month of September, give it up for Olubusola. So the Olubusola still comes in top 5 for the month of September as well. So we see what's going on. We see where the activities are happening, and then we can see a few red marks in the month of September. We can see, quite a lot more red marks actually in September than most months. Like I said, it was a down round of a month, which we intend to recover from. So I'm going to ask very quickly for those who we have celebrated, even though we know that our goal per month is 3.5 million, and that we want to begin to see this month of October, we want to quickly ask, all the people in here that have done among top 5, what is working, what will help this journey more. And we're here to listen. We're also in customer service week globally. We're here to hear you. Finance is here. Logistics and customer service is here. Everybody who is supporting one way or the other to ensure that your business does very well is here in this meeting today. So all the help you need can be made available to you. But very quickly, I'd like us to engage those who have done better. So we have a few people who have done a few other numbers as well. Those who have done better, let's learn from them. What is working and what will you like? What will be a game changer in making you able to do more? What will help you do more? So the floor is open. We can start with Mrs. Abosede Ojo. Please, you can unmute your mic, share with us what's working, share with us what can help you better, and then we'll go one by one, second, third, fourth for the quarter, and then we'll go for the monthlies as well. The people that are not within that group in the monthly, we'll go with them as well to find out what can work, what can help, and how can we make this happen for you. Yeah. Go ahead, Emma. We're not hearing you.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You've been good. You've been good at that. Good afternoon. We saw that as working, and I try to tolerate some things that are not used to tolerate some people. So all those things I whether I put God first, then tolerance, then I prefer to serve people anywhere they are. So really helps me and assist me along the line. And I work with my team and everyone as okay. So there's nothing much that I did, but it's only God. Thank
I'm not sure I heard, a lot of what you said. Is there anybody that heard her clearly? The only thing I heard is that you said you go to your people where they are, and then you
Maybe it's
tolerate.
network. Hello.
I can hear you now.
Afternoon. Is network. Okay. I said there is nothing much that I did. I put God first. Then I tolerate some things that are not easy to tolerate.
Like what?
It's not easy to tolerate. You know, people now, the way the jump questions they will be asking you, and all those stuffs. Some will make you to be angry, but I try to tolerate everyone. And then I did like a servant to many people. Like some people will send me on an errand just because of my business. I need to accept everything that they are requesting from me. Then I work with my people. I work with my partners in the business, and every one of us we are able to work together. And with prayer, God assist me and God help me in the business. Nothing much special that I did, and that's just it.
Okay, thank you very much. They are noted. They are special.
I hear you, sir.
Loud and clear. We are hearing you. Yes, we have heard you. We're hearing you. So for Mrs. Abosede Ojo, we have tolerance, we have service, willing to become a servant, and then we have working with our partners in the business. We'll go quickly to Ade Adeniran, the King's Pen. Please, you can unmute and share with us. Thank you, Mrs. Abosede Ojo.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to speak. Well, I would say one thing that I've adopted since joining this business is for each level of each higher call that has come so far, I have tried to, as much as possible, adopt the approach of doing more. For instance, when it was at the distributors level, I was doing more than getting more than the order on the ground. Then when I became a stockist, I also used the same approach. And in this, for the TP, one other thing that I know that has worked for me has been the support, both within and outside my team. Also leveraging on interpersonal relationship with people, especially those who are close by, then seeing as much as possible people who either come to pick up to see how I can add value to them, maybe exchanging, interacting with them, asking about the business, giving them ideas on how they could improve experience in the business. Then talking about things that I think might have adversely affected, I'm thinking although it is said that change is a constant thing, but on the other side, I think one of the major challenges that the business has been this: we've had like a frequent, very close changes, especially with different packages that were coming on, and it affected quite a number of people. because I try to ask questions, I try to interact. I realized that for my family, it affected a lot of people because while they were yet settling to understand a particular one, another one was coming on. So for them, it was as if they were being rushed. And I don't know what the company can do about this. If we can, for instance, maintain a particular, maybe I should use the word template or model for, let's say, maybe a particular period of time where people would have been able to absorb, because as it is, a lot of team leaders are actually doing bulk of the work, and it is to a large extent affecting the growth of their team, because team members who are supposed to have understood something have not been able to learn because the team leader is doing it for them. And as a result, there's no way they can transfer the knowledge and have adequate knowledge, even about some technical issues in the business, like navigating the dashboard, bringing people on board, understanding the product, which I would say many of the founding distributors have that advantage. They understand the business to a large extent. They understand the products, because the understanding of the products also do go a long way. And I think many of those things, if we can find a way to make them apart from readily available, because we are talking internet penetration, Lagos has a very huge chunk, while some other places, challenges of network. If there is other means through which, or other medium through which we could pass the knowledge of this business in its entirety across, I think it would go a long way in helping us. Then for the TP also, I think if, although we know that the target has not been met so far, but on the other hand, I think little things also for us, will also encourage us, because the reality is that every business is a risk, and one way or the other, I believe that CP are taking higher risk, and as a result, there should be some measure of incentives that will make them be able to, go all out, take higher risk, and which will be good for the overall growth of the business. So let me stop here. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the comments and on what is working and what is not working. So let me share a few quick thoughts on that quickly before we go to the next person. The targets for trade partners is 3.5 million minimum per month. Like you have rightly said, it hasn't been achieved, but we're still going to, give some commissions. We're still going to commission the trade partners that achieved that over the last 4 months were able to do some milestones. We will still ensure that everybody is compensated, even though the target is not reached. So that's not a problem. We're going to do that. We've done that from April till May. We will do that from June to September. And then we'll now have October to December. And let me say this, so that we can begin to factor this in as well. There are a few other people who have indicated interest in joining trade partners. We have currently been refusing based on certain parameters. It is not impossible that we will need to, at a point, look at the list of trade partners and possibly streamline them further to a smaller number based on, finding the people who are doing well and where it is worthwhile to push, and then pushing through them and then asking everybody else to either collaborate with them or go work with them. Now, and that's because there's a particular volume that makes this workable for the TP, makes it workable for the company as well. But very good point on the fact that, a lot of frequent changes in, particularly in the order process, the product redefinitions, in breaking them down, making them small, and a lot of all those things, important as they were, could have really felt rushed. I think where the burden of that work is, where that burden is transferred to technically, is back against the leaders. Because how will people get to know, how people get to understand, how people get to carry along? It's not something that the company will be able to really do like that. It will happen once the leaders are clear on why is this happening, what has happened. These are the channels we expect, to get their teams on board. This is why we're doing smaller packs. This is why we're doing the upgrades. This is why this is this. This is a response to this. So I think the communication of training of leaders from their teams is where that opportunity still lies as well. The company will do all it can centrally to ensure that everything is simpler, easier to use. I understand the feeling of being rushed. That's likely something that can happen with this instance as well. But the encouragement is within the team leader structure. It'd be good if we step up the knowledge sharing, step up the training, because there's very little that can be done centrally from the company as well. A very good points, all being noted down as something that we'll see how we can all implement. For reward for stockists to make it better, like I said, we're compensating this month. There'll be compensation. If you see your numbers for the quarter is above 3.5, then it's likely you'll be compensated. If you see your number is lower than 3.5, it's likely that you'll be compensated a little less. Okay, but nonetheless, we're still going to ensure that everybody is happy. We know its costs, we know its work, but for the month of October, November, December, please let's be very clear. We're going to increase incentives for October, November, December for people who achieve the goals, because what we want this month, this particular quarter is very strategic in getting people as many as possible to 4-star, getting as many people as possible to 3-star VIP. There's going to be a lot of activity in this quarter, and we want trade partners to begin to drive to make it happen as well. We're going to also, like I said, it's either you're a trade partner or you're not a trade partner. And I think the opportunity exists. We just need to take it to the zealth. We need to push it to the maximum. So let's take those thoughts, but I want to respond to that as something we're going to address and do something about. So they're all well taken. Number 3 position in that space goes to Mrs. To Ms. Kekelomo 4.8. Please, you can unmute Morisola and share with us what is working, what is not working, what will you need help with that can help you achieve the goals that we want to achieve. What will make, what is working for you so far, and what will make October a 3.5 million naira month.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, so congratulations. I don't have much to say right now because say from around July. So all I've enjoyed up to now is leverage. So leveraging on my people, my team, and basically that's what I've been doing. Me too, I know that I've not been actively driving, but this month of October, I need to share up.
We're missing your voice once in a while.
That's where affected the TP sales from my end as well. So it has been leveraged. That's what I've just said for now. That has really for last month. So
okay, so what will help the numbers? What will help the numbers this month?
Okay, although like the people working with me at the office, so it. I know we have been creating awareness in my location. Then another thing I'm looking at is, I don't know if it's possible for come to airport, even if it is just the price for like, if you can get like a 10 small umbrella, branded reader that we can actually put like in bus stops and display reader there and do some kind of voice note. Although we have been trying that personally, but if it is something that the company can help with, that will fast track the branding, just some branded like umbrella or small tents like that that one can just put outside or outside the office and just put some marketers there to. Or that's the strategy we are trying to put in place this month. So that's it. It's just to go out for marketing the more. That's what I feel I need for now.
Okay. Thank you very much, Kike. So if I get you correctly, just quick response. What you have been doing so far has been basically leveraging. There's not been much activity since July, but activity is about to resume this October, and you want to push a lot more. You're already creating awareness where you are. What you need from the company is if you can get some support with branding, so that there can be some going out, and the branding you're talking about is more like an umbrella or a tent, something that people can use and set up in bus stops and those kind of things.
Exactly, something like that.
Okay, thank you, We'll see what is possible that we can do within the month of October. If you have an idea of how much these things cost, if you've priced them somewhere, if you already have one sample or stuff like that, we'll be eager to hear, because that will be very useful in helping us know how we can work that out. Okay, so the next question, yeah, so that you can put those things in the comments so that we can look at them. If there's anything that is needed, that is easy, that is available, that you already have available, that we need to multiply, let me know so that we can support with them. The next person on the line is,
okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you. The next person on the line is Mrs. Felicia.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma. I pray the noise here will not interfere too much. I'm actually on the field. I actually stepped in. There is too much noise, right?
We're hearing you.
Okay, all right, good. I needed to step away to do this. Good afternoon, everyone, and well done, well done. Thank you so very much for the opportunity. A quick thoughts that I have. A few of them have been mentioned, like the changes. I had a few people saying they are not settled in. But I would also like that the company, in the time past, we had more physical meetings. I would suggest maybe our physical meetings returns and those trainings. When I first joined the company personally, we had, you would do like the name list. The first time I will hear about it was from Avenues to Wealth. And I still have that name list that I go back to personally to do. So I think that if there are physical meetings organized from the company, it will be of great importance that our team members can leverage in. We started a few like that in Mowe, but it has not been regular. So I also need to take on that challenge to do my business, like I always say, to drive our business. And Ogade Adeniro, I've talked about incentive. The last two transactions that I did was very hectic in terms of transportation. I don't know if the company has something with you to help, maybe to get to the bus stop or something. It was not funny at all. It's like I've not done the business before. So I like that. And the usual thanks. the experience that I had in camp, and I also talked with somebody in my area to make up tents, it will be a very good thing. Even if we, like, the company can help us to do that with branding, it will also help. That has been and to also help with our team members. Like I always say, we all need to drive our business, beginning with me. I need to drive my business the way I've driven it during the lockdown time. I was telling in fact, everybody in my area know that this woman is doing one kind of business. I need to drive it like that. And that was also part of the things that happened, because the company too was providing support. You know, every day we had something, and you want to be on top of your business because you want to say, okay, I've listened to this, I've practiced it out. So I think those are the personal things that I feel we can do also. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate the opportunity to share.
Okay, thank you very much, Mrs. Felicia. I would like to quickly just summarize the thoughts and respond to a few of the ideas very quickly. So if I hear you correctly, you know, there was a lot more drive for you during the COVID-19 period than now. You believe that if we return to physical meetings, it will help. There is something about transportation with the products and how that was kind of like a letdown. And then you also feel that some of the changes are so much and people don't fully grasp them, and it's getting them not properly plugged in. So let me reiterate a few things that need to happen. So for transportation, if our orders are completed and we are taking bulk orders, picking bulk orders from the company, effective from this month, we will take care of your transportation. Okay, so we'll be looking at that to say, how can we help with this? How can we make this easier? If you are coming to pick 2 cartons, 3 cartons, things that are small enough for you to handle, not a problem. But if you need to really move stuff all the way to your space, we'll take care of this. So if you come around and you want to make the orders and you need support with transportation, we'll find a way to ensure that we're covering it. So we'll try and estimate what the bill is per person that we're spending, but we want to take it over in this month of October, and hopefully November, December, and see how that plays out, see what the cost dynamics are, and see, you know, if that can help in a significant way as well. So I guess that's responded to. The other one about the tent, I would like to have an idea of the cost of this tent. I really want to know what we're talking about. We do banners, we do flyers, we know about those ones. About tents, which you won't use all the time. Tent is once in a while, you're going to camp, you're going to a bus stop. I'm trying to imagine how much cost do you want to incur in doing that. Well, let's have an idea of what the costs are. Who knows? It may be simpler than I'm thinking, and it may be something that can help. So let's know what those numbers are like so that we can see how we can help there. About physical meetings, I think it's a general problem. People are stuck in between online and offline. Many people are tired of online, but they are not yet very warm to offline. So people are a bit caught in that space. I think the best way to begin to engage in these meetings is as TPs. The beautiful thing with TPs, which is why I love TP, is that you have an office. Everybody in this meeting has an office where meetings can happen and where we can begin to drive. And it's not supposed to be just even you driving. You drive, your team drives. I think the company trying to support everybody, company support that will be universal and global, can only be online. Okay, it is only online you get to speak to every state at the same time. But as far as offline goes, which is what's going to be the powerhouse of this next phase, because people are moving into offline from online gradually as well. Yes, some habits in online are stuck, but a lot of people are also trying to see how can I, meet people offline and all that. This will need to be happening at the TP centers. And I also encourage TPs, get whatever way you can, how you want to do it, get activity happening in your centers, get people operating as your centers, get people coming there. Because if we start meetings physically in the office and we begin to drive meetings from here, know that people, your team members, will be coming to the office for those meetings and will be picking up their TP and their products from the office, because the office is also providing opportunity as TP as well. So the moment that goes on, be sure that it's going to be competition with your own location for value as well. So I think what's best is at all of these CP centers, let physical trainings begin to happen and let the company support online, as the company can support Port Harcourt from online, can support Festac from online, can support Abuja from online, can support Kaduna from online, and all the support can happen from offline, from online if it is online. And then offline, trade partners need to begin to have those meetings happening in their spaces, doing seminars like twice, thrice a week with regularity. And if we do that well, then that becomes good. And we don't need to do your meetings, organize your meetings, plan your meetings. If you need any support for developing anything for your meetings, if it's offline, you don't even need e-flyers for it. If it's offline, you need to be able to share with people around you and then get that going in those spaces as well. So please, Kike and Ms. Felicia can please, talk together, see what does tent look like. If I can get a picture, I can start talking to a graphic artist and see exactly what you need. She says 60K on the high side, we need a smaller one. Let's have an idea of what is required and see how we can support. And since it's not something that we use every day, we can actually even make it and then lease it out and say, take this one out, go and use it. You have it for 2 weeks, you have it for 1 month, and then collect it back and all that. So we can work out something, but let's get an idea of what this tent looks like. And I know I had tent, I had umbrella. Let's get an idea of what it is. Rainy season will soon end. But maybe it's just at least people can come somewhere, be tested, we can know what's wrong with them, see how we can help, and those kind of things. Okay, so thank you very much for that, Mrs. Felicia. Okay, I think it won't be a bad idea to know where, so yeah, if we know, so like for example, for as long as I can remember, Port Harcourt meets on Wednesdays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays, something like that, every week, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and they've done that consistently for the last 8 years. So you want to be able to have a pattern of physical meetings. Leadership is not about attending the meeting and bringing prospects. Leadership is about driving and creating the meetings, okay, and allowing yourself to lead it for a while and then your prospects will follow. It will not make sense if today we still center a lot of activities in Ikeja. It needs to be happening at trade partner locations. Let the company focus on supporting everybody with updates, with information online. And what is missing, what we're identifying, all this conversation about change is very good conversation, but what is missing is nobody is explaining it at the foot level. Nobody is breaking it down for the people to say this is what it is. So if we rely on the online alone, which is not as consistent as before, and there were changes that we needed to make so that people can enter in at lower levels. People can start small and upgrade gradually, give access to a bigger pool of people. So if there are things that we needed to do, which are not contesting whether we should do them or not do them, we all like the idea of, yes, making it available to more people, then it will result in a change of pattern of behavior and all that. But the last mile is in those TP locations, is in those meeting spaces. When we begin to use these meeting places as we should use them, I believe also that it will help those numbers to drive up. The last person, so not the last person, another person who is speaking to us on this, I think we've exhausted the first 5. Now we look at the people that are not in that list, was featured in the month of September particularly. We'll start from Mrs. Bumai. Mrs. Bumai and, sorry, before I go to Mrs. Bumai, first of all, I have Megadi, then Mrs. Bumai. Then the only other person who is not in that group is Dr. Fumi, who is currently not online. So we'll go to Mrs. Dikwe. What is working? What do you need help with that has not been mentioned? What will help you achieve 3.5 million naira in October? How can we support? And then we'll go to Mrs. Bumai, and then we'll end it up with who else is in that space. Yeah, I think that's it. And then anybody else who wants to share can share with us, and we can take it from there. So, Megadi.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Well done, sir. I think majority of the members that have spoken, they've all spoken very well, and I think I agree with them. And I also want to use this opportunity to tell the company that I think we still need to make some noise in our TP offices. When I say making some noise, is this advertisement. I have my members scattered all over, and most times I allow them to pick up from other centers since I'm not there. Sometimes I ask those centers to assist me if they have paid to me. But what I'm saying is that this is the new office I've just created now. I have not been too blessed with good staff, although I've tried myself and I'm still looking for better, good staff around my area. But that notwithstanding, it's a new environment and I need to create new members. So I need a lot of advert. And I believe in my area, you can't use tent. The area boys will remove it or collect this thing from you. And you can't even do street marketing. The area boys will collect products from my guys that they're not supposed we have to be paying them before you can even walk around with your product in the market space. So what I believe is that if I can do like a boss advert once a month with our banners, get some guys to share the flyers and everything, I think that one will create some awareness within that area. And like I said in the office, I was asking for big reader banner. I was told there is none. I don't know if they have it now. These are little things that at least can use to do the advert, at least put it at our gates and we'll work with that. So that's the only thing now. We are still trying. I know we'll get there. We'll get there seriously. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma. So, Mrs. Dupe, if I can get that very clearly, let me just quickly reiterate. You need adverts. You need adverts. So what does that mean? What does that require? What exactly do you need? We want you to do 5 million naira in October. What does that mean? What do you need? What you say you want to do buses, and I want to understand what that means, what that costs, and how that operates, so that we can say, okay, look, yeah, done. Yeah, what do you mean?
I met some guys recently. They were into this DJ and public box, like putting the banner on their buses, putting their music there and everything, and move around. That's my area. So I spoke with them because I saw some companies doing it, and I'm still talking. With them.
How much do they charge you?
The DJ is charging separately, the boss is charging separately. So
everything comes to how much?
It's almost about 50-something thousand, which I believe is on the high side.
About 50-something thousand?
Yes, sir.
And if you do it this month of October, your sales will increase.
It's only God that can bless everything. I can't promise. God, I know that God is in His infinite mercy, can do wonders.
Well, I'm not doubting God. I'm just saying that. I'm saying that when we want to invest in our business, we try and look at the costs to risk, the risk to return ratio. And we say, is this a risk that we want to take?
It's a risk I want. It's a risk I want to take because I need new members in my team.
Okay, good. So evaluate the value of it and say, you know what, if I want to do this, it will, this is how much it's going to cost. And I want the company to support me. Yeah?
Okay, sir.
And so this is what I'm saying. This project that I want to embark in is going to cost me 10 naira. Okay. And based on how I see it, I expect that this 10 naira will produce 20 naira. What I would like us to do is, I would like the company, I want to do this. So I'm putting 5 naira into this company, bring 5 naira to support me. And let's do this together. That conversation, you have me.
Okay, sir.
So if you say it's 50,000 naira, and you say I will spend 25, bring 25, we'll do it tomorrow.
Okay.
once you are, and the first thing you need to do is you need to be persuaded that this is going to work. Yes, it's God that blesses everything that we do. At the end of the day, we're going to say top stockists for this particular quarter, this is the benefit. We're going to do a few of those incentives this quarter. But we want everybody to look at their space, look at what they need, and don't be afraid to ask for it. Like I said, I always try to say this. Every distributor needs to drive and understand that this is their business. We are here to support and help because your success is our success. The same way you are trying to support your downlines to succeed because their success is your success, is the same way the company is trying to support you as well. But it will not end with one person's energy. Everybody will contribute their quotas and behave in a particular way. All of us have an upline. The company has our upline. All the leaders. So what I want you to do is, if it's what you need, and you say this for my environment, this will work, fantastic. Let's know how much it costs, what you want to do, how we can support you. We are happy to support the trade partners to succeed. Yeah. So that's what I think. Rita, please, you can contribute your contribution.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. Mommy Dikpe's what she has said is something I've actually thought about doing in my area. And by the time I looked at the price of the bus, the PA system, then getting boys who would share the flyer and all that. So I also I seeked for advice as well. And the feedback I got, it's a great idea, one, but with reader, you need a more personal touch. So if it's a good one, man. If your team can join you in, as in you and your team would be the ones actually sharing the flyers, engaging with the people, telling them about Reader, it will make it will work better, so that you have less people just throwing the flyers on the floor, and there will be a more personal touch. So I just wanted to mention that. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rita.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Understood. Okay, but very good thoughts. There's something else that's going to happen. Okay, so let me have Mrs. Bumai before I crack open a few other things. Mrs. Bumai, we can have you.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
everyone. Yeah, actually, I'm in transit, so I'll just park somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. September achievements. Well, I owe it to God, because He only made it possible. And like Kike said, I enjoyed leverage, and a little additional of my efforts. I went out a couple of times during the month, which contributed to what I was able to do. And I met new people that helped the situation. Yeah, I met new people.
We can't hear you anymore.
Oh. Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you now. We are hearing you now, but we're not hearing you again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now.
Okay. So I said I enjoyed leverage, and then the little few outings that I carried out in the past month, helped a bit for what happened. And I want to, do more this month, because there are a lot of people out there who don't know Reader. They don't know. They have never seen Reader. There was a place I went to, I think only 2 people say, I've seen the Reader before. Somebody said I saw the BAM somewhere. And the multitude in that place that day, I was like in the whole of this place. And it was a new friend that I met that invited me for that program. And I said, okay, let me see how it will go. And I went. I knew her from nowhere. She just came into that office. In fact, she was passing by. I don't know what, maybe it was the spirit that led her. And she entered the office and said, oh, we deal in herbal, whatever. She wants to know about it. And at the end of the day, she just said, can you come for a program on Sunday? And said, at this very short notice. I said, okay, by tonight, I'll give you an answer. So I just looked at this. Okay, let me see what, maybe God directed this person to me. And I just went and it came out fine. So I think these such opportunities, when they come, we should always take hold of it, because we don't know where our business will experience that boom. So I pray that every one of us will experience success in this month. Thank you very much. And then what the earlier speakers have said, they have said what I had in mind. So there's no point repeating everything again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Well done. Okay, I don't understand the comments in the box very well. Approval emails to contain some details like the cost attached to each transaction approved. I don't understand what that really means. If you can be a bit clearer with it, I can understand better and know what to tell the people sending the mails. I think the people who need to be clear about the costs are the people filling the forms, but I don't know, maybe I'm not getting something there. Thank you, Mrs. Bumai. If I hear you correctly, you enjoyed leverage, you went out for a few outings, you met new people, and you also basically communicated the idea that we may need to do a lot more awareness, as many people don't know about the product. So the question I'm also asking you, or everybody else as well, is how can we create more awareness and get more new people within your environment? How are we getting more people in from your environment? How do we create more awareness? I've got a number of ideas about awareness today. I have Mrs. Deepe's boss and DJ Moves. I have Kike Lomo and Felicia's tent and outdoor operations. We have more meetings, meeting new people, and I can see leverage generally on a number of counts. I'm going to assume somebody is giving me an idea of what Mrs. Ebele can be talking about with regards to the transactions, maybe like an invoice or something, so that people can get clarity on exactly what they paid for. I suspect that that's it. We'll talk with the team and see how that can be introduced. There's something else I'm thinking that we will do this month. And that is in the line of some of the people that we have on our teams who are currently not as plugged in as they should be. I'm actually putting something together. I want to begin to cut off every support we currently offer to NIN agents. If the person is an NIN agent with us and the person is not a stockist, we told them from the beginning that they will need to be stockists in order to make the most of the opportunity. We offered it to our stockists and we only offered it to other people by proxy. So effective from this month, we're going to put up some little bit of a riot act to let people know that if they are not active, they will not get support. So I'm going to basically begin to cut off some of the support lines and recreate them in a space where only people that are active as stockists will get those supports from even the NIN. The NIN opportunity was created as an opportunity for stockists to help us increase the footprints of trade partners that we can have, of people that have offices that the business can leverage off. It's been a blessing to many people, and I think they can enjoy the blessings, but I think we need to begin to conserve our energy and focus our support activities on the people who are actually also driving in one direction with us. So you probably find a few of those things happening. This should wake up a few people, piss off a few people as well. But ultimately, I believe we'll be better for it. I want to also challenge every TP in the building. Please pay attention to the leagues. It will be exciting if many of the people who are TPs also win in the leagues. So let's drive the leagues. We probably need banners that will do more than just products in our spaces, banners that show the cars, the travel, the opportunities that we want to create. Let's leverage on the promos, the Ember promos, the upgrades, more activity. One of the things that helps is training, meetings, and the physical ones can begin to happen in trade partner locations. You can give us your venue. Trust me, to start slowly. Rome wasn't built in a day, but to build momentum. At some point, you can have invited guests come over to your space to help continue and pump up the volume of the momentum that you are creating. Some of these things are the things that we will need to leverage on in this month to make it happen better. This week ends tomorrow. Let's maximize the 15% that is possible in the first week. This week, we don't only have 15%, we have 15% and an extra 15% of the 15%. So let's maximize all of this in this time as well, so that we can make the most of this month. I want to say well done to everybody who is a trade partner out there, who is bringing in all the efforts, who is doing all the work, all the big lifting. The commissions will be communicated. We're going to do, if you make your targets, normally there's supposed to be a percentage. We're going to offer a percentage slightly less than that. To people that need 3.5 in 4 months and above. We'll also extend value to other people as well. If you did less than 500,000 naira, is where I cannot guarantee anything. Okay, I can't guarantee anything to anybody who did less than 500,000 naira in 4 months. But we're going to do something a little bit for everyone. From October, we'll help you take care of transportation and logistics. For those who are making clamor for tents, for umbrella and those kind of things, please, let's have this conversation. We are willing to support. Let's know what you want to contribute to, what you want to do, and let's see how we can support you. We are available to support. We want to support, we want your business to grow. We want your distributors, just the same way you want to support distributors, your care and help them grow. We are willing to support you that way as well. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that covers most of key thoughts today. Are there any other questions before we call it a day? Any final questions? Any final housekeeping questions before we end today's meeting? Or is there anything that you've noticed, maybe finance, anything you want to communicate? I think it's important that we actually take stockists and everybody through the order process. There are a few trainings that we need to have out there and how things should be done. For trade partners, we're also trying to structure to ensure that you don't have to wait for too long. When you come to the office, you can get your products on time by doing your pre-orders and reconciling your accounts earlier. A few of these things will help speeding up the process. It's our desire to. Mrs. Felicia, I can see your hand. Please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Once again, I wanted to ask about the 2 UPV promotion. Is this still on? How can we make it happen?
Yeah, we want to pull it down. We should pull it down this week, actually. And the reason for pulling it down really is because of it's like people need to fill 2 vouchers for it. You fill a voucher for 1 UPV, you fill another voucher for upgrade in 2 different places. It's looking like a lot of work for people. People that understand it, people that don't understand it, they feel it's a bit of a struggle. That's why we want to pull it. But we're trying to look at how we can do it to make it all a promo that people can do from one space. So maybe make it 10K. Maybe make it 10K and make it something that people can order for in one space. So just double the volume or something, and then make it something that people can order in one space. These are the thoughts, but work it out. Of course, some of these things, in trying to bend these things and do something with these things, is what interprets as change at the end of the day as well, if we're not careful. So sometimes as well, you're asking yourself, is it worth it? Just yank it off and let people use what they have, or do you want to change it and then it becomes, we understand it because we asked for it. We don't understand it because we don't even know what's going on. Mrs. Omojoko, yes, you can go ahead. I hope I've answered your question, Mrs. Felicia.
You have, but I will suggest you still keep it.
Yeah, I'm not doing one learn. Okay, sir. I want to this is an appeal if the company can be of help for since like I am an advocate of we having meetings at our locations. So I don't know if the company can help us in terms of graphics. Maybe we should make something that will read the time and the date of our meeting. So I don't know if
you can send us. You can send the pictures. You can send the details. We can help you develop. We can help you develop it. You're talking about e-flyers, yes?
Yes.
No problem.
All right, thank you, sir.
BookBam is happy to help.
Yes, so the TP manager of life.
Okay, so thank you, everyone. I'm going to reiterate this as I close today. Every TP here, please ensure that you are featuring on the league. Good. One other key announcement, please. I must not forget this. We told people last year that after 90 days, all vouchers that are not used will be auto-used. We shared it last year. Every voucher you have that you have not used, you had 90 days to use it. Otherwise, it will be used for the person that is holding it or the person that is assigned to. Those 90 days have been over now for 90 days. So we will implement it this month. People will realize, because the reason why your PV is not growing is because your downlines are storing vouchers. The reason why your own PV is not growing because you're also storing vouchers. So the 90-day cycle will lock in, and then subsequently everything will be 1 month. And in 1 month, particularly the GMXs and the upgrades for people that still need upgrades, the only ones that may not be done that way are the upgrades that are under the custody of VIPs. So we're going to have 7 days notice to use our vouchers.
So what are the ones with stockists? The vouchers with stockists that are yet to be assigned.
It means they are being held by stockists. Stockists is about to increase in
sign-up vouchers, so not GMX.
Sign-up vouchers cannot be used like that. Sign-up vouchers will not activate, will not auto use.
Okay, that one is, they are not affected.
They are not affected.
Okay.
Sign-up vouchers are not affected.
There's no point keeping the GMX vouchers.
All right. So GMXs and upgrade vouchers.
UPV vouchers, as in those upgrade vouchers. I didn't get that.
Any voucher you have at your back office that is GMX RPL, GMX N10, upgrade vouchers. After 7 days from today, if you have not used them, they will use themselves.
Even
they will be used for you.
Me, I'm thinking of my Stockies members. So it's not me. I don't have any voucher.
We have won this. We won this 180 days ago. It will become
I think it's better the company just use it for them. Most of them don't even know how to use it.
I agree with you.
No, that
it actually pays the company. Listen, it actually pays the company if they are not used.
100 naira will not go out.
Yes, it means 100 naira will not go out. But it doesn't pay the distributors, because your PV could grow if your people are using
you are right. I have a distributor that had, when I opened the back office, I saw like 50 and I had to be using, in annoyance, I used 10 for her.
Yeah.
And I
There's
went
somebody-
to tell her that, why are you keeping all these vouchers? For what?
Yeah, so it will be auto use, and then subsequently everything will have 30 days, 30 days auto use, 30 days auto use.
Please, I
Yes,
I
ma'am.
have
Go ahead.
something to ask. I
Go
don't
ahead.
know. We have a lot of exhibitions towards the ending of the year that are available for us to take advantage of.
Okay.
But some of the exhibitions, the money they are calling, one we just look at, like
Oh, just weak.
you just weak. So
What are
they are
they
saying
calling for?
there's one currently that is around 60K, there's one 15K. So different like that I don't know. Is there anything that the company can do? If there's anything the company can support us with, it can actually be a support, actually. And I'm just asking.
You are a trade partner, tender your request.
Oh, all right, sir.
Tender your request. The only thing that I will be asking is what you also ask if your downline came to you and says, upline, support me. I want to go and do this. I want to go and do this exhibition. I'm sure you ask them how many of you are collaborating together to do it, so that you don't pay for it and nobody shows up. If you have like 3 or 4 people that are doing it together and it's 4 days, you can know that somebody will be there per day. How much are you people contributing? You know the amount, then I can support you with this amount.
All right.
So the company is willing to support trade partners. It just needs to be very clear how it's going to work.
All right, sir. All right, sir.
So maybe if there are 5 days, you can take 4 days and give us 1 day too.
Okay, give the company 1 day.
I'm just playing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sir. All right, thank you.
It's a win-win situation, sir.
Yeah?
Win-win situation.
Yeah, it has to be win-win.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be win-win. It has to be win-win. The same way you do it with your team. So we know what the figures, we know where the place is, and then we can also come and check the place and see how it's going to see if it was money well used. So if we do one for 6,000 naira, the next day another one comes for 20,000 naira, we'll know if we should do it or not. Okay. So please, the more the outings we can have, the better. So I will encourage that everybody goes out, creates opportunity, creates events, create meetings, let's meet new people, and let's know what you need. You know, what understand this, I like the way the Bible says it. It says anything you ask in Jesus' name, he will do it for you. Okay, and that means God knows, God supports what Jesus is doing. So anything you ask in his name will be done. The same way, trade partners, anything you will do that will help you achieve 3.5, 5 million, 10 million turnover in your business this month, feel free to ask. You will be supported. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mas.
Well done, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Stay blessed, sir.